And good evening, and welcome to the Saturday Night Vaporwave episode 37. We're nearly at 40, boys.
Fucking hell.
Nearly 40. As you can see, I have a whole plethora. That's a shout out to Matt. Whole plethora of casters joining me, and they are shop owners. We are having a lot of shop owners, apart from me and Pud. So me and Pud can sit here in silence, have a little snooze. But we're going to talk a lot about shops, running a shop, starting them, the whole thing that goes into it. So what we'll do, we'll very quickly go around the room. If you wouldn't mind, just, I mean, probably most people in chat know you guys anyway, but who you are, your name of your shop, and what you're vaping on. We'll start with Matty. He can do some introductions.
Everybody knows who I am. Why do I have to introduce myself?
Well,
who are you?
Who are you?
Who are you with?
Who are you?
Who are you
Who
with?
are you?
There's a strange man in with you. That's
Yeah,
not
there is.
Debbie, is it?
Well.
Keep your hands to yourself.
This is Sean. This is Mr. Vapeheads.
Good evening. All right.
This is the man who is responsible for sponsoring this show week in, week out for some awesome prizes. So thank you, Sean. You know how much we love you, mate.
Oh, you're very welcome.
What's on, mate?
He wasn't coming on. He literally,
No.
I texted him earlier and said, because we've had quite a busy day and we've only just got back in kind of thing. And I said, mate, you're going to drop out, win what we weigh. And he turned up, 20 to 9. And I said, oh, you're coming on. he was literally dropping off, win what we weigh, and then fucking off.
I'm going to have to change the whole video, the whole win what we weigh bumper, aren't I? To Sean's going to weigh something.
I still weigh it. It's my...
it's my game. I still do it. We was vaping on then. Are you vaping on anything?
Me, I've got this SE8, is it? And I've got my Gripnade from Immortal Mods with 25 Armageddon on it, and in both of them I've got Fresh As. I've got Fresh Vape Co. Urban in one, in the Gripnade, and in the SE8 I've got the new Fresh As Sinner Street. I've got
pinched your cheek.
Yeah, you've nicked my fucking mod.
Yeah, your cheap one.
Yeah. He didn't got anything with him because he wasn't staying, was he?
You're gonna have to give him something, Foxy.
Yeah, so you're vaping on what? My Odin and the Trilogy, and that's got Fresh Vape Co. Urban in it. And I've got my normal Boost and this whatever it's Novok Edjo.
Not too bad, that.
Edjo. Mate, the flavour on it's fucking banging.
You know what? The battery lasted me over a full day.
It's good, mate. And I'll tell you, I'm not trying to lick their ass, but it's a really satisfying vape.
Yeah, you're licking their ass. Definitely.
Yeah, it's really satisfying vape. Send me shit. No, it's really satisfying. The flavour is really good, and yeah, I'm thoroughly impressed with it so far. And in that, I've got some Monkey Junk, Marac Attack, which is what is it? It's like fucking, I can't remember now. It's like, oh, there it is, elderflower, raspberry elderflower cooler.
It just tastes amazing, doesn't it?
Sorry,
Mr. Bogo.
Hiya, what's happening, everyone? Right, I am Bobo. I part own the Vapery in Liverpool. We've been going 2 years, in fact. We had our 2-year anniversary on the 11th of this month. And then when we actually reopened after lockdown, it was 2 years to the day, so to speak. Because it was the Monday to the Monday. So 2 years to the day till we reopened. And it was like a repeat of the first day. That was dead nice. But yeah, we're the Vapery in Liverpool. We also have this brilliant liquid. Vape Punks, we've got 6 flavours and they're fucking absolutely fantastic as well. I'm just picking up my shop here, aren't I?
That's the whole idea, mate. That's the whole idea.
Yeah, we'll do that. I am vaping on. I have got the Vapors Cloud Asgard. Well, wrong camera, that camera. Vapors Cloud Asgard on top of the Dove Pole chip Oldham. I have got inside there, I've got a little bit of Nasty Juice Fat Boy. I've also got Famo Vape Magma with the Towns Vape Diesel sat on top of there. Inside that, I have got this Bubble Melon. And I have also got me Kylan 2 sat on top of the Mage with a little bit of white chocolate peppermint. That stuff is fucking lush.
how's that on?
I've also got a little Boost. Yeah, that's pretty much everything. Who's going next then?
Mr. Big
Who's
Dicks?
going now?
I'm next, am I?
If you want to be, mate.
Hello to all in chat. I'm Danny from Big D Vapes. You can find Big D Vapes in Home Firth. Ask
79.
Matty or Pud for the address. They know what they are.
Opposite the co-op.
Opposite the co-op, that's the one in Home Firth. So if you ever want to come around to Home Firth, you've got the last of the summer wine tour, if you're old enough to remember that. And while you're in time, pop into Big D Vapes.
Are most of your customers like kind of like 50 plus then?
Yeah, 50 plus, still wear the handkerchief around their head and stuff. And...
The best selling liquid is Werther's original flavour.
Yeah. It's mad, really. They're so behind in the times, but at the same time, they're a great bunch of people around here. I'm from Manchester, so it's like a war zone at times. So it's nice to come to somewhere refreshing. So I've been open a year as well on this coming Monday, so I'll have to do some sort of giveaway, I think. So yeah, it's been going really, really good, and onwards and upwards. So I'll tell you what I'm on. I'm on the DNA. I'm not on the DNA at all. I'm on the DNA 250 with the Asgard, and inside that, I'm on Sabore's Dall'Incanto. It's Nancy's Flan.
Sponsored.
Rude.
Sponsors.
Hey?
Sponsored.
And I'm on the Squid Industries double barrel with the Vandy Vape Matto. Inside that, I'm on the Vermilion by Zeus Juice. It's a cherry menthol.
That's just not the normal double barrel, though, is it?
That's a fancy one there.
That's
the fancy one.
limited edition stainless.
Tell you what, wholesale D wonders.
We'll get into that.
And I'm also on the Geek Vape booth, which is a legend. It's a fantastic small device. Inside that is that by Dr. Vapes.
Oh yeah,
very nice. Right, I'll pass it over to Harley.
Hi guys, I'm Harley from Vaping. If you don't know me, then come on, start to know me. My shop's called Vaping. That's why I'm called Vaping. Just a small little shop. I've just launched the online website, and that's causing a bit of problems because the online store's got like 7,000 products. My little shop's got like 20 plus 40 liquids. So people are constantly coming in going, I want that I've seen on your website. And I'm like, fight off website then.
How's that work? Is that drop shipping, is it?
Some of it's drop shipping, but because it's only a little shop, most of the stock I can't keep there because there's just not enough space in it. This stock hectic. So there's the odd things that I can't stock. Like for example, different colours, and you know, I mean, instead of getting every colour of every range, some of it's drop ship, some of it's.
It's like, mate, if you've got everything on your website, you get a day's lead time to get it for wholesaler anyway, etc., etc. So you can get it posted out in a couple of days.
Yeah. Not conventional drop shipping, but drop shipping nonetheless. So that's it. I'm just gonna move straight on to what I'm vaping on. I've got the Smock OFRF. I've just finished doing the written review for that. Vaporesso Gen Nano, is it?
Cute them, aren't they?
Then my typical Aegis with the God Elite. Liquid wise, we've got Just Juice, because Just Juice is awesome for when it's hot. And then I've got my 10ml Got Salt, Nick Salt, because I always use that for reviewing. Because I was reading one of your reviews of a day, Flatcap, where you were saying you tried. No, in fact, it was one of the videos for our show. I tried it with this juice, but then it weren't very good, and then I realised it was that juice that weren't very good, or you didn't know if it were or not. So I always try and do reviews of the same liquid, just so I've got so much to compare it to. You know what I mean? So I found myself forever vaping on that one, which is a good juice. So fair enough.
You got the V-God Elite. Do you like that, Dripper?
The V-God Elite. Oh, I love it.
Do you?
It's my favourite idea.
Look at the disgust in Matt's face.
Needs re-wicking at the minute, but I love it.
Mr. Puddly Bear, lovely to see you.
I'm fucking blue, aren't I? I can't. The light above me won't connect to the Wi-Fi, and it's stuck in fucking blue. So I'm like,
You were dead.
I look as if I need fucking oxygen. Yeah, how y'all doing, guys? It is fucking awesome to be back. I've not been doing shows basically all week. Everybody in chat, thank you for asking how I am. I'm doing fucking awesome again. I've just run in from work, so I am very limited in what I'm vaping on, but this is the number one at the moment. Thank you very much to Vape Heads again, the DNA 250 Odin and the Blotto on top, which, Matty, if you wick that properly and know what kind of coils to put in it, is a beautiful tank. And in that, I've got a little bit of EVC Crypto. And then I've got the Pandora on top of the Manto X with a little bit of vanilla pod salt in there. Let's see fucking back of the box, you dick. With the vanilla pod salt in there, and I've got the. I could just lift my. I was going to take it off there. I can just lift my arm actually, can't I? And I'm testing out the amulet as well.
On the amulet.
Yeah.
It's surprisingly good flavour on those, isn't there?
As I wasn't expecting it to be anything special because it's a vape watch, and then I'm like, actually, this is not too bad. I mean, it's not, it's not that kind of flavour, but it's, it's not a. But it's fucking for what it is. It's actually pretty.
It's I'd say it's comparable to like the E8.
Yeah. It's quite similar actually. It's like one of them that brings. I think it brings the sweetness out a bit. I thought the E8 was a bit like that. I think it's because it's quite closed and quite warm, but. Yes, that's pretty much all I'm vaping on at the moment. There's stuff lying absolutely fucking everywhere, but none of it's probably usable. I'll pass it on to Gaz.
Hi, thanks, Pud. Well, I'm Flatcap Vaper. I run Flatcap Vaper. I'm in the shop. I'm vaping on the VX217. Pud, week 2, same coil, mate. Still going. Still going.
You got a week, man.
I'm past my second week now. Still going.
It's that kind of stock coil thing, though, isn't it? You hit and miss, I suppose.
There's a Pud coil, and then there's a stock coil.
A fucking Pud coil. You know my lot with some fucking coils.
Dark Stars Code Red in that. As always, lovely to be back on that. Spire, Cloud Flask. With some Abiso Amigos. I'm still banging on with this lemon and lime Abiso Amigos. And I'm on the tiniest pod that I always lose, the Aspire Mini Can.
Oh, that's tiny.
It's a lovely little thing, though. Mate,
I'd be scared to choke on that.
It is a tiny little diddy thing. 1.20 mesh coil in that. It's one of them though where you can't replace the coils. You just got the pod. You got to chuck the pod away, so you got that wastage. Flavour's absolutely banging, and they're really really cheap. They're about £12.
What's that, like a 1.8 mil pod?
2 mil pod.
2 mil.
2 mil pod. Micro USB. 375 mark, bit low, the battery don't last great, but
that's big for something that small though. Do you know what I mean?
Let's see its little face again. A little face on it.
A little face. Oh, there's a face on the bottom. Yeah, it's like oh no, he's happy. It's sad.
So you said it's a 1.20 coil, is it? In that?
It's a 1.20 mesh coil, which is it's a tiny little mesh. Yeah.
1.20 mesh with a 350/75 or whatever it was milliamp hour battery. Make it last a little bit longer when it's such a high.
It does, but it does not quite do in a day.
Right.
Not quite doing a day, but I've been. I mean, to be fair, that's not even going mad. That's only kind of like 4 mil of juice, each time before it's packing in. So for most people, I don't know. Good to see what you guys think about it. 4 mil of Nick Salt a day. What are most people on? 5 mil or less, or I don't know, it depends, doesn't it?
Fucking 15, 20.
That's what I mean.
Of mixed salts?
Yeah.
Wow.
I don't really shove on vape all that much. I'm just hammer, mouth to lung kits. I've proper fallen out of love with shove on vaping after like working in the shop for so long now. It's just like, it's similar to everything else. Yeah, I know pods are as well, but like with the nicotine, at least I'm getting something. Do you know what I mean?
To be fair, I literally only sub home at home. I carry a pod with me in the daylight unless I'm testing. I'm testing something. You know what I mean?
I think having a shop though, most of your stock that you sell is pods, so there's no need to even get into high-end stuff like this because they just won't sell in most shops.
Yeah, it's true.
Is that what you guys can find most then? Like that's your average customer is looking for those pods then?
A stick or a pod, yeah.
Yeah. Like my average customer is from where Big D's shop is. My average customer is probably quite similar to Big D. Woman in her 50s plus. It's my average customer. She likes 12 or 18 milligram menthol. And it's 18 or a case, not Aspire.
Okay.
He likes this with a K3 tank or a K1 on it.
See, this is the thing, obviously, from like a reviewer's perspective, we're always going, we want dual 21700s, we want big tanks, we want RDAs, blah, 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 blah. But really, the real mainstream stuff is the pods, isn't it? That's what it's still,
Yeah. We're in our shop. We need it cheap and losable.
Yeah.
Because it's a student area. They come in on a Friday, they buy it, they go clubbing, they lose it, they come in on a Saturday, buy another one, go out clubbing on Saturday, come in on a Sunday, buy another one.
Yeah.
So
good business, isn't it?
Yeah, so
it is.
These kind of things will be absolute crackers then, really. These little Aspire.
That's the thing, guys, because that's nice and sleek. But a lot of women, when they come in, they want something shiny and pink. When you're showing something like this, that's probably one of the best performing pods. They're like, oh, what the fuck's that?
Yeah.
And they don't want things like this, so you've got to really persuade them. Then once you do,
was a very popular one with the women.
Caliburn.
Yeah.
Yeah, same here. And I tell you something, at New Vaping, they've got them an offer for £11.50, I think it is, or £12.50, with the discount code DAD50, which is a lot cheaper than wholesale.
It's mad when you see that in it, when you see like things at retail price, and you're like, how's that selling that cheap? I can't get that cheap, mate. Like, what? I thought that meant to be the privilege.
These internet sites, so they probably make like £1 or £2 on each item. They sell them that cheap, but they sell loads of them, so it accumulates.
Yeah.
They're doing the Node now. The Node's £1. I got email earlier.
Oh, they're doing that.
New Vaping.
It's
a flash sale. You got to go on bang on 8.
Yeah,
If you miss it by a second,
for £1, but you had about 25 seconds to buy it.
Yeah, you only have one as well, which is a shitter.
Matty put it in our chat. I'm fuck mortal. I got in there and it's it's fucking flashed.
Yeah.
Well, there's a couple. Well, I've got a couple of questions I want to go through. More because I want people to kind of understand the kind of stuff you guys go through, because a lot of times, people just go into a shop and they just see what you see. They don't know all the background stuff that goes on, the kind of things you guys have to do and deal with and manage and all that kind of stuff. So you briefly said about the history and your shop and where you are and stuff. Starting your shop, getting a premises. What kind of things are involved? Are there any kind of like legal issues with having a vape shop and things like that? Is there anything you had to go through that's unusual? Or
it's a listed building and you can't touch too much the outside, and your signs got to be quite small. In Oldham Firth, they're all protected, so you can't have certain signs, and you got to keep it the same colour it's always been on the outskirts.
There's a bit of that as well by us, not with the protected building, because we're not in the protected building, but like Sefton Council, where our shop is, because it's a dead small council, the proper on it with like stuff like traffic wardens and like all the nitty gritty bits that make the money, and like the fucking all the fees and that to get something stands out on like a shop. It's like, I'd rather just not have a sign, mate. Do you know what I mean?
So you guys generally didn't have any problems where like you had some idiot of a owner saying, "Oh, I want you to fit it with all the extraction," and "Oh, I'm not sure about vaping," big anti-vape person, nothing like that.
I had a little bit of that actually, yeah, with my next door neighbour actually. And then she comes in and slates the colour of my shop. Saying it's not the right colour for this sort of area.
Is she one of them that goes, "Oh, every time I walk past your shop, it makes me cough and it smells of strawberries"?
The only thing,
the shop next door to us, they used to cardboard and sellotape cardboard to the vents, and like moan to the landlord every day.
Oh,
the landlord said, "If you don't like it, move."
Oh, fair enough.
Yeah, the only thing like that we had when we were looking for a property, one of the places that we looked at first, we thought, oh my god, this place is bosh. Got in touch with the landlords, like, right, we want to open a vape shop, and he's like, nah, not in my place, But that's the only thing like that we've had. But also on this group called the Crosby Bubble on Facebook, I think it is, like local area news and like gossip and shit like that. And we have a couple of people on there that throw in a dig every now and then when we like, we're open today, or we're closing early this day, or little updates like that. You know what I mean? Generally, no. Most people get it.
Yeah.
Cool.
I think I'll have to adapt what Mods and Pods have said there to try and sell the pods a bit quicker. Putting his in water as an advertisement that it's waterproof.
Everything's set in little glass jars.
What did you do with yours? Didn't you vape yours in the shower, Pud?
Yeah, it was at the just boost.
It was the boost, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Matt's got that on repeat on his phone.
Well, mate, I just can't get over it. Imagine your missus sat there, right, and you're there going into it, got your towel, got your fucking dressing gown, got your camera, got your pod, going into it. What the fuck are you doing?
Yeah, I went into the shower with the DSLR and a Steadicam. Jenny Sinn's asking a question. When it comes to liquids, if people come in and ask, do you get it in, or do you just get in what you want to vape? So basically, do you get in what customers are asking, or is it more kind of your preferences?
A bit of both, really, isn't it? Because you have to try certain liquids. When you first open a shop, though, you've only got a budget, so you have to go off what budget you can afford. So it means you're bringing in like budget juice until you build yourself up, and you have to do that, don't you? But once you're more established, then you can start making them decisions what you want to bring in. It's like, for example, Sabori's Del Encanto. I think it's an acquired taste, if you know what I mean. They're very sweet. They are really flavoursome, but I can't see it appealing to the mass market in the UK.
Yeah.
So, you know,
that is really for people that drip, isn't it? That you just,
yeah, it's sort of,
if you're
it's
suburban,
beautiful stuff, but it's very sweet.
yeah,
And I
if
think
you're
in a
suburban,
stockpile,
fucking-
it wouldn't work.
Well, we got a wide selection of juice flavors in our shop, and I cannot stand cakey or dessert, and we've got a massive selection of it because the customers ask for it, and it sells really well.
But you don't sell a lot of tobacco, where I do.
Oh, yeah, we've got a tobacco selection.
Yeah.
very minimal. We got like a couple, three.
But like we haven't got that many people that ask for it. You know,
Yeah.
it's the new vapors that want a tobacco flavor that's coming from cigarettes to vaping.
It's all about the demographics. Like you said, you got loads of university students, so they're into like the sweet fruits and all that malarkey. Where the older generation, like me and Bobo, there's that market there for the tobacco and.
How many lines of juice have we got on the shop? 800.
Yeah, and there's a box of another 400 floating around in a warehouse. somewhere.
Like a fucking wholesale shop, yours.
Yeah, but the idea is if you're coming in to buy vape, I mean, because people don't come into a vape shop to browse, do they? They come in and they know what on. But if some people are like a little bit, I don't know about this, the idea of our shop is that you come in, you're not going to walk out without some juice that you don't like, because you know there is something in there for fucking everybody, you know.
Yeah, but how do you guys manage it? How do you guys like? You can't, as much as I'm sure you will try and try everything that you sell, obviously, so you know what you're talking about. Like, for example, vape heads, you have got a crazy range. So that how if someone goes, oh, what's that taste like? What's that taste like?
Most of the ranges we'll get in. Like you boys know, like if you're interested in trying a range from a wholesaler, they will send you a couple of sample bottles of the range stock. You can get the samples in before you, and then decide whether it's good or not, and then that sample bottle just goes on the shelf, and then if people want to try it, they can try it.
If it doesn't sell, we reduce the price, and then we won't restock it.
Yeah, just bin it.
We get rid of it and then restock a different brand.
So what I just about that though, like when you left with just like one or like two with a range of like 5 or 6 liquids, and you've got like
we've got ranges for the student budget, you know, and we've got ranges for the rich.
Yeah.
Big D just touched on an important point. He said when you first open your shop, you've got a budget, and I think it was me and Bobo that were talking about this the other week on a live. Of when you first open, you go, right, I like these liquids, and you get flavors for everyone, but you go Dinner Lady, Just Juice, Riot Squad, and all these big expensive brands that are between £10 and £15. And when your first day you open, everyone walks in and goes, and I got out cheaper. And you think, shit. So the most important advice you can have when you're doing that first stock take is go to another vape shop, because my customers are going to be different to Big D's, my customers are going to be different to Bobo's, and every other shop around the country. But if you go to the nearest vape shop, you're going to have a very similar customer base to them. So you're not going in and getting the exact same brands, but you get a nice idea of what price range people are buying. If that store's been there for a year, by now they know what people want. So you're going to get a good idea of that. Furthermore, all my juices, like you've been saying about the ones that are left, I leave them on for a couple of weeks. If they still aren't gone, then they go on to wholesale price or less. It's generally about £5. So even if it costs me £7 to buy, £5 front of
claim shot and back on
get
it.
rid. Yeah, because one that whoever does like it's getting a deal on it, but they wouldn't have bought another one at 12 quid. And then I'm getting rid of it. You know what I mean? It moves space on and all that. And like I say, I'm not making all my money back, but I've made the profit from the stuff that I did start at the beginning.
Yeah, of course.
And that's where our shop's lucky, being where we are with all the students. They're by the budget and the sale stuff.
Yeah, what's that horrible fucking stuff? That 50-50.
Oh, kick.
Fuck it.
50 ml bottles.
They'll come in and buy it. It tastes like arse, but because it's cheap, you know what I mean?
We sell it for £1.
They still rather vape it than smoke, which is good, isn't it?
Same brand as 88 Vape, innit?
Oh God, no, we don't stock that.
No, it's the same brand.
Yeah. But like we sell the 50 ml bottle for £1.
Yeah.
And the students are coming in and pick a couple of bottles up.
The thing is, though, mate, it's getting people off smoking, no matter how cheap.
That's it.
Getting people off smoking. I don't want to do that though, because obviously I've got different people in my area, and I've tried selling loads of like budget ranges for like £10 and under, and they'll come back the week after saying you got anything better. And once they do choose something like maybe Zeus or Blow Elixir or something, they see the big difference. But like I said, nobody can afford. Not everybody can afford the premium juices, so it's good that you guys cater for that sort of
Yeah, like I said, ours range from very cheap to the premium stuff.
Yeah, yeah.
You do find though with the cheaper juices that the flavour does fuck off after a couple of days in the bottle. Then as soon as you open it, you get a good couple of days, and then the flavour just starts.
If you're lucky, you get a flavour.
Yeah, if you're lucky.
There's a lot of premium brands though. I mean, the worst thing I did was listen to reviewers before I opened my shop. I used to write down all the good, well, what I thought were good reviews on liquids, and then when you have them yourself, you think, this tastes like shit. You know, you've obviously been fucking paid or given loads of shit free to say it's good.
Yeah, I don't like that Mobo stuff. I don't like talking to that lady.
Yeah, no.
Do you guys not think there's too many ranges?
Yeah, fucking too
Yeah,
many.
considering most of them are the same.
Yeah, I mean, how many? It'd be quite interesting one day. Somebody should just write a list of how many different companies make a Blue Raz, or make a fucking Heisenberg, or make. Do you know what I mean?
We've had customers asking us if we're going to do vape edge juice, and I said, "There's no point. There is no point. All the flavors are there. They're just different quality. There's no point in wasting any money putting labels of ours on the bottle to use somebody else's mixture."
Yeah, the only way that it's worth doing. I know we've done it in our shop, but like with ours, it's the profit margin on it because we sell them for 12 quid, so it's the same amount, so it's the quantity that makes us the money on the vape punks. But the future plans to wholesale it. That's why we've done it, rather than for the face value of it, if you get what I mean.
Well, I know my local shop saying they've got their whole range of Vape Town because they're their own brand. So I was going to ask, that was one of my questions to you guys, obviously, apart from Bobo, was like, have you not considered doing your own brand because you might be able to, get it for cheaper and then sell it for the, if it's good quality, sell it at the same price. I wondered.
It's the same as Bo knows. It's starting up, even if you're going to white label a juice or you're going to use your own concentrates. It's the startup cost of doing your own. I mean, to start getting it to a reasonable price to be able to sell it for a reasonable price. I mean, you're looking at like 5-10 grand minimum orders, aren't you? To start, to start a range.
Depends who you go to. Our minimum order was 150 units per flavour. But altogether, over the 6 flavours, it cost like 2,800, I think. That's just for the actual stock, never mind for like all the money that we put into like developing and all the artwork, like that.
But for any other vape shop, that 2,800 quid is their shelf's worth of fucking vape juice, isn't it? Do you know what I mean? Yeah. So it's a big outlay to start with.
Yeah. How much of a risk was that for you, Bobo? You had to that initial outlay on your juice that you were obviously confident with, but that still must have been a serious financial risk.
Not really, because the way we priced it, we paid just under 3 grand for it. We took 10 grand for it. Do you know what I mean? Like, and that was including the ones that whichever he's ever received some of our juices, and that's all that's like taken out of it. Some there he's got some. So it was a big outlay, and it skinted us for a little bit because it was like we took back off stock orders and stuff like that. But we also then had a continuous supply of juice, 150 of each bottle, like completely on the shelf until we fucking ran out, and then fucking never bought more because we never budgeted like dickheads. But now that we've made that mistake and we've got a lot more of it in, it's because Vape Punks is a completely separate company to the Vapery. It's a completely separate brand, even though it's like sold under the Vapery's name. It's its own separate thing. Do you know what I mean? So now what we do to it is Vape Punks own all the liquid, and then the Vapery buys it off the Vape Punks, because then the shop's always got it. So it's like 2 separate stock levels. Do you know what I mean? That's probably well more complicated than it needs to be, but it works for us.
The only way I'd do it is by making it myself, and that's not slagging off anyone else that uses manufacturers to make it. It's just that's very attractive to me, and it's the most attractive way. Only problem with that is you've got to set up, because obviously you go, making liquids easy. I do DIY all the time, but to make it and sell it, you've got to have a clean room.
Is it a minimum ISO 7?
Something like that. I can't remember what it is because I didn't have to deal with that. That was
you got to have a minimum of an ISO 7 fucking room, haven't you, to be able to...
and that's more expensive, so it's waste time unless you're doing a big production, and obviously then you can make liquids for other people. But that's a completely separate business. And I know Bobo just said Vape Punk's a separate business, but I mean it's a completely separate business where you're
it's in a separate industry,
employ people to go and make the stuff, and I mean it's like another 40 hours on top of the 40 hours you're already doing. So I just kind of went, nope, not doing that ever. That's done, gone.
It's one thing making a juice that you like and you're vaping at home yourself, but it's another thing vaping something that's going to appeal to a lot of people. You know, you need to kind of take into account what other people like as well. Just like that, just kind of thing.
If you're paying another company to make your juice, put it in a bottle with your label on it, that's a lot of trust that you've got with that company.
No, there's a lot of trust in it, but
because they you know, me personally, I'll be like wanting to test every like 20 bottles, make sure it's all the same.
That's a good point. What's to say down the line they start like lowering the concentrates percentage at a time, and then
reputation. Wouldn't be worth the reputation. Do you know what I mean? It's in the same way that, like, say, if you fucking diluted all your own juices and stuff like that, people go, oh, it's fucking this juice I'm getting off this shop, shite, man. I'm just going to go somewhere else. You can't do that because your reputation is everything. If you've got to ship a reputation, you've got to ship business.
Yeah, so we had a customer bring back a bottle from a certain brand, which I'm not going to mention, but like I replaced it with a nice brand that I knew would be definitely okay, which was a little bit more dearer. Apologise to the customer. Then I told the wholesaler. They then reimbursed me, which is all good business. Yeah. But like getting somebody to bottle it up for me, I don't know.
You see, like I said, this is what I meant about I won't put anyone down that does get someone else to manufacture it. Because let's look at it on a bigger spectrum. Asda. Do you really think Asda makes their own beans? They don't. It's still coming from the factory that's making all the rest. It's just, I mean, it's still white labeling. When I say, I know you're not talking about it because of me, but when I said it, I was generally talking about, it's not about trust or anything for me. It's just, if I'm doing it, I want to do it. I'm a bit of a control freak, you see, so it's a massive downside to where I do business, but it's just a personal preference to me. If I were going to do it, it wouldn't be so much of a trust. It'd be more of product research and whether the manufacturer's trusted, what brands they make for, and so on and so forth. Because like I said, all big companies outsource and use white labeling, so that wouldn't be such an issue for me.
There's been a handful of questions in chat. A few that I've noticed all very similar about DIY and a lot of shops that don't stock any kind of DIY concentrates and stuff. Is there any main reason for that, or do you just find you don't have a call for it? You know, what is it that why a lot of shops aren't stocking them?
Our customers are too busy.
It's such a huge range.
If people are DIYing, it's the same as sub-ohming, isn't it? Or RDAs, and you know, people that come into vape shops, they don't do that. They want to be able to pick it up off the shelf and they want to be able to vape it right there and then. With people that are DIYing, they're buying online. People that are using RDAs and building themselves, they are buying online. That is why as well that
it's a separate community, isn't it?
Yeah, vape shops sell a lot of pods and that kind of thing.
It's a bit like you're a business at the end of the day as well. If you want to make money, then you want to be shifting short fills and stuff like that. You don't really want somebody to be making 500 mils just for a tenner. That's not in your best interest.
Like, I know I co-host a DIY show and I do want everyone to get involved with DIY mixing, but like majority of people who watch that aren't my customers who like put food on my table. But at the same time, I always do advise people to like, right, have a little try of this, have a little try of that as well. But still get your juice off me.
People that DIY though as well, and that they are the hobbyists, aren't they? They are the people that are.
Well, if you had to put a percentage on it between normal everyday people on pod kits and the hobbyist, what percentage would it be one and the other? Would you say
90 and 10?
I'd say 10, 8 to 10% that are hobbyists at the most.
Yeah, like the majority of the people that we've all came into contact with through YouTube and some variety, whether it be on a Facebook group or anything, the majority of people, they don't set foot in a vape shop because if you've got like a big hammer of God, you're not going to buy that from a vape shop because at wholesale price that costs £100. So if you're going to be selling that for 150 plus at least 150, like most people aren't going to stock that.
The thing is, that hammer of God as well is going to be sat on that shelf for potentially 6 months waiting for it to for somebody to sell it. Whereas that shelf space you could have sold in that time, I don't know, 150 fucking Caliburns. It's got
20 of them.
Yeah,
20 of them.
The family.
Oh, they fly.
They're fucking brilliant, aren't they?
I've got fucking 2 of the fuckers.
They have D-Law flies for me. The ULF D-Law.
I love my little fucking family box.
I think most hobbyists are quite savvy and like do a lot of internet shopping and shopping around anyway, don't they?
The thing is, the people who come in vape shops, right, half of them will come in and they'll say things like, have you got a coil for that? They won't even know what it
Yeah.
is. Or they'll say, "Have you got a call for a smoke?" Well, which one?
Not, I had that today. It's
Yeah,
like,
yeah, so-
which one, mate?
Yeah, and they can't.
Or they'll send their fucking partner in with a photo on their phone of their device, and they've got proof of that.
Yeah, and
No,
then
you know
you'll.
what I hate more than any of that? Have you got a coil for my one?
Yeah, and then yeah.
Mate, I
So
don't
you
even
know
know. Yeah, like I've had like
And my
20
Vapes is
jobs
this
today, I've
big.
got
It's
one.
got a tube.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, it's round. It's got a button and a glass bit.
In a big bubble. Jenny said, so not Liz before that, sorry, Liz Coble K, love it, Liz. She was asking the stores, what's your best selling premium and what's your best selling budget juice?
Premium plus
Premium.
urban.
Vaping. I'd say
it's
Vaping
fresh
is
vape.
premium, to be fair. Best selling cheap one is Kingston. Settled 120 ml bottle.
Kingston's a good.
Brilliant. 120 ml bottle, sell it for 15 quid, 2 for 25. Everyone goes home happy.
Yeah, and the Kingston flavour as well.
Ours is a bit cheaper.
they're-
I'm sorry.
Here we go. It's starting, boys.
but the thing is, the Kingston has got the bottle, the longevity of the flavour in the bottle. It lasts as well, doesn't it? You know, there's
The solid flavours.
fucking the ranges Kingston have got as well, man. It's just fucking
75, is it?
They got as many as like what's that other one called?
Ramsey is a good one for me. Ramsey's. Have you had that one?
No.
That's a lower price one, but it's a very good seller. But the best premium ones that I sell in my shop are Zeus and Dr. Vapes.
Harley?
The junk sells really well in ours as well.
My
Bill's
store
is a very good seller.
constantly
Sorry, what was that, Harley?
my store constantly changes. All the juices are on front, come in, open them, sniff them. At the minute, I've got strips, so I drip it onto the strip, you sniff it off the strip, so you're not touching all the bottles. But it constantly changes. If there's something that you want and that you constantly want, I keep it in the cupboard at the back so that it's always on offer for you. But it constantly changes. Like I said, it's only a small shop, so I think I generally host about between 40 to 65 liquids at one time. And I think that's better as well. When I used to run pubs, someone said, "Oh, that Public Road's got 100 gins." What's the point? You can't vape, smoke. You can't drink 100 gins at a time. So when I went into the shop, I thought, well, I don't need a big store. I can just host a nice variety and constantly keep it changing. And like I said, then instantly I clicked on that actually people want to vape Eisenberg 52 weeks a year. Damn. So in that case, after I've finished selling it, if you want it back, let me know. I'll buy it, put it in cupboard, and then you've got a lifetime supply that you can buy one at a time from the
Yeah, the Heisenberg, we stock in 100 ml, 50 ml, 30 ml bottles, 10 ml bottles.
What the concept Heisenberg or like a copy?
No, we got the real one as well. We got the proper
Yeah, we got 3 different branded ones,
Vampire Vape, wasn't it? Is the original.
and we put it in Secret Sauce as well. That's a good one that sells all the time.
Yeah.
And that's the only Secret Sauce one that I buy in.
You've got to keep your liquid fresh as well, because that's where the majority of your profit comes from. Because devices, you make very little money unless you get them on a special offer at Black Friday or whatever. But you know,
I argue with the wholesalers all the time. But
I do.
I like to go direct to the actual people that's actually made that brand.
Yeah.
I don't see no point in beating around the bush with a wholesaler if he goes, "Oh, that's the cheapest I do." I then email the actual company.
Yeah.
And
I tried that with Aspire, but the customs cost and shipping from Aspire was horrendous.
There's so many. I mean, you guys know there's so many fucking wholesalers out there. There's so
The
much.
best ones are Evolution and Flawless.
Evolution.
Yeah, I've always had really good.
Yeah, it used to be.
You went there expensive.
I'll tell you off.
Yeah.
Should we get into? We'll get into wholesalers shortly.
Yeah, but that's what I mean. Though, with hardware, like you go onto like, I don't know, say six wholesalers, and they'll all have the boost at a price lock, won't they? And they do that on purpose so that there's no, because they know what we do. We go around and we fucking ring around and we fucking try and get, because at the end of the day, if you can get 10p off a fucking hard, it's 10p in it. That 10p 100 times, it all adds up, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Mate, it's like these load of wholesalers. Danny on Oldham in Manchester by Strange Ways. you know, on that big fucking square, mate, there's like 18 different wholesalers in just this big square with a car park, and it's like everything's haggled. It's fucking absolutely nuts. There's no prices on everything. I could go, how much is this? You'll tell me 12 quid. And then I could ask a different fella, how much is this? You go 13.50. And it's like...
The thing is, though, that's like the fake city of the UK. Everything's not always necessarily real, including trainers and tracksuits as well. Yeah. So they're always done behind locked doors and stuff because the police are always enforced. And I would never, ever buy from most places around that area.
The only time that we ever really go to there is if it comes to a bank holiday and we haven't realised it's a bank holiday. It's like, shit, we've got no fucking nicotine left.
Right, guys, we're going to do Win What We Weigh, but first we're going to play our lovely Don't Get Salty shop owners. We're going to play our sponsors' little promo video first, and then we'll do Win What We Weigh. Let's play this. Lovely job there, Matt. Absolutely lovely job with that. Well done.
Right. That was.
Let's
smart that.
roll the bumper. Roll bumper. Here we go.
Life is gonna weigh something. You must guess what it weighs. And if you get that weight right, then you can win what we weigh. Life is gonna weigh something. You must guess what it weighs. And if you get that weight right, then you can win what we weigh. Win what we weigh. Win what we weigh. You can win what we weigh. Win what we weigh. You can win what we weigh. Win what we weigh. You can win what we weigh. Win what we weigh. You can win what we weigh with Matty's game.
Yeah.
Black stab wood, yeah. It's got a black stab wood sticker.
I forgot to unmute us. Sorry, everyone. Matt, would you like to Win What We Weigh? I forgot to unmute us.
Oh, fuck's sake.
Sorry.
Fucking amateur.
Sorry.
So, I'll show it again. So we have got a black stab wood. Oh, black stabilizing wood stickered Nord 2. There's no way that's fucking stab wood.
Imagine it.
No, it is real.
Is it real stab wood?
That's what the
It's
shop.
a real picture of stab wood.
That's what the shops tell me.
We've got, and we have got 3. Have we got these in 10s just in case people don't want?
No.
No, they go in 20. So we've got Momo salts.
If they don't want that, I'll swap it for
Something else.
Yeti.
Yeah, we got Momo salt. We got pinkberry, mango nut, and elder grum or something like that.
After 20 milligrams, just vape half as much.
Yeah.
add
And
water.
You know that's not the case, bud. Yeah.
and we have got a new bottle of the new one from Fresh Vape Co. Center Street, which is a cherry and blue raz, and it is fucking lush. And that is what is up for grabs this week. The weight.
No, don't tell them.
I'm not going to tell him.
No, Pud does that for us.
What do you mean? My name's not Pud. I'm just going to try and work out what should we do between 325 and 525.
Okay, folks, you know what to do?
And it's going to be whoever we see first.
Yeah.
Whoever's on. Yeah.
We've got 7 pairs of eyes on this, so
Good luck, everyone.
Who actually knows the weight? Did you
I
put
don't. Put it in the group chat.
I don't.
The group chat, not the YouTube chat.
I know the way. Oh,
Which group one?
Now,
No, if I put it in the spam one, everybody, half the people on here fucking get the weight as well.
This one.
Oh, we got it already. Got it ready.
Whoa!
Andy.
Not going to focus, is it? No.
Essence Tech.
Essence does tech straight in there. 409.
Did he get it?
You got it?
Yeah.
But he doesn't vape anymore, he does tech.
No, I still vapes.
I'm like, yeah. Okay, that was mentally quick.
That was well fast.
Andy, that segment needs about 15 minutes, mate. We need to go again. Just pretend you didn't get it.
We could do another one.
Yeah, we'll do another one if you want.
Not at all, guys. You don't need to do that.
Nah, that's absolutely fine.
Do another way shot on Elsh, and I'll throw in some vape punks.
Ooh.
Here you go.
Essence.
What?
Essence, I'm going to
You doing
punch.
that as well?
Yeah, do it.
E-pen.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a piece of dog shit, that. Oh my God, there was reviewers on in the community saying it's a seriously good pod system, mate. I've had fucking 3. The first one that I did a review for, they didn't like it. They told me it's a prototype. So I took it down. Anyway, they fucking sent it to these reviewers. The same fucking one they told me was a prototype. It's dog shit.
I think the flavour's alright off it.
Mate, it's fucking dog shit. The only good thing about it is the 80.
Wait a second.
Essence, if you can email us, I'll put the email in chat. Email us your name and address, mate. We'll get that sent off to you from the lovely people at Vapeheads.
We're doing a live.
I like.
Right.
I like it, yeah.
21. Monkey junk.
Whatever you want, mate.
Sounds rude, that, doesn't it, monkey junk?
Yeah.
Good. Awesome.
Right. We won't do it now, but we'll do it in a bit. So I'll get people prepped for it. So we're going to do a smoke I like kit, which is in matte red. And 3 Yeti juices, grape energy and strawberry. And we'll do that a bit later, shall we guys?
Cool. Well,
Awesome.
before you guys get into your deep-heated conversations about running shops again, shall we look at another reviewer? Every week, folks, we look at someone in the vape community, a reviewer or someone, and we put them in the hot seat and have a little chat about them. So I'm going to try and play this without muting us again.
Yeah. Well, that's fucking awesome, mate, as well. Thank you very much.
Yeah, we'll weigh this, send that.
He's into IPA.
He's on a weird loop. He just... What the hell? Hold on. Why is that, like, starts playing and then goes funny? I'll try it one more time. If not, it's... My Premiere Pro skills are amazing. Trying again.
What the fuck is he doing?
I don't know. I must have done something funny with the audio before I encoded it on Premiere Pro because it. Jules Mama Vapes, everyone. I don't know what's happened with that.
This is Mrs. Innuendo Bingo.
It starts playing the Jules bit in her intro, and then it cuts back to that terrible music.
So are we back again? Or...
We're back now, right? Sorry, Jules. If Jules sees this, we'll play it next week. Jules Mama Vapes. She joined YouTube on 7th February 2017. She got 1,260-ish subs. She's had 174,000 views. She's done 268 videos.
Wow.
She before bless her, before a car accident, she used to do a live show on a Tuesday night. Things that make you go, cracking show. Always used to love watching that. Asking controversial questions. You know, it was really, really good.
I know that's all together.
And she's a new co-host of The Bitches on a Friday night.
Yeah, that's.
Was she not already co-host with her?
Yes, she is. Yeah. Oh, she wasn't before, no.
No, she wasn't.
Hopefully they might be, but Jules might be back on the Tuesday because she'd started it again and then they're moving
Yeah.
house. So I think that's what's stopping them just now.
She's got her internet goes back on the 30th, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's just moving
I
house.
wa- I want a stand as well off Steve.
Yeah, I need to get something new ordered.
To buy one then.
I've asked him, he's not doing yet.
Yeah, because they're moving on. He's ceased production.
Yeah.
I love his fucking Atty stands.
Have you guys all
yeah.
watched Jules' videos before then and stuff like that?
I actually saw Jules at the last expo, and it's before I got into the reviewing scene, and she was busy doing a deal with Geek Vape, but I didn't know at the time, so I went to give her a hug, and she thought I was attacking her, I think. She had a funny look and then turned away.
Is it clown?
Get
She
off
doesn't
me, you
like?
English bastard!
Is it
Oh,
clown?
it's Big D. She went,
I don't want your big D. Get away from me.
Fucking love Jules. Jules is. I don't know whether she puts it on or not, but she's like the most innuendo bingo person ever. And she comes across all innocent. Is she fuck?
She knows what she's
I
doing.
love you, Jules. I'm not being nasty.
Well, good, isn't she?
I was worried when Ian from Above the Clouds went on, because he's a right nice guy and he's dead shy. So I was worried when he was going to go on, she might tear him apart.
It was when Jules was a guest on CJ's show, and CJ hadn't been doing lives very long, and Jules just ran the whole show. She was amazing. She was brilliant.
Who won the first Win What We Weigh? Was it Above the no, it was Essence, wasn't it?
Essence.
I fucking forgot what we were saying.
At Expo, was it October? And there's a table tennis table, and she was using it to put things out for reviewers, you know, because companies were dropping stuff off. And someone put like a pint glass on it. She was like, get it off my table. She was trying to organise everything. People were messing around. Yeah, she wasn't happy.
You sort of co-running Empire's stall as well when I was there.
Yeah. And Stevie was helping out with like the trainer stuff as well. And so, I mean, Jules and Stevie, a pair of them, do a hell of a lot for a lot of people.
Yeah.
Yeah, they don't stop, do they? The pair of them, fair fucking play.
Yeah. She can fucking host a show on her own as well for an hour, absolutely no problem. Soft for an hour, just constant chat. She's always got something that she can bring up or say.
Yeah, she's a good host, isn't she?
Yeah, she's brilliant.
You remember when you had just started this show and Jules and I were talking Geek asked you, yes?
Yeah, well, that's what I mean as well. Jules has always supported a lot of the newer reviewers that's starting up as well. Obviously, she's been through a really tough time recently, so she hasn't been around as much as she was. But I know she certainly used to kind of spam shows out that I was doing, and you know, she'd always be in chat, helping out and putting links in and being a spanner and all that kind of stuff. So, yeah.
I mean, when I first started off, she was one of the bigger reviewers that let me post in her group as well, which I was really grateful for. And she does to this day.
The pair of them.
The only female reviewer as well, isn't she?
UK, I think, yeah.
UK, yeah, UK.
Yeah. Well, I'm sorry that video didn't work. That's, yeah. I don't know what happened there. We'll play it next week, that's for sure. Evening, Dean.
Yeah,
Are we doing another Win What We Weigh then?
Yeah.
With a little vape punks on the side?
Yeah.
Nice.
I feel like I've got to do something now. Come on, Harvey, get your fucking hand in your pocket. We need to do something.
Yeah. Everyone saw the thumbnail that with a load of shop owners on and they're expecting to win big, you know what I mean?
I'm
Don't do some Sabores Del Encanto.
Do we want, mate? If you want to chuck it in.
Throw in your keys, Danny. Just throw in your shop keys.
Your tenancy agreement.
No, at least do an auction on that.
Underwear.
Well, while you guys figure that out, I'm going to roll the bumper again.
Does that mean I'm only...
Life is gonna weigh something. You must guess what it weighs. And if you get that weight right, then you can win what we weigh. Life is gonna weigh something. You got to guess what it weighs. And if you get that weight right, then you can win what we weigh. Win what we weigh. Win what we weigh. You can win what we weigh. Win what we weigh. You can win what we weigh. Win what we weigh. You can win what we weigh. Win what we weigh. You can win what we weigh with Matty's game.
Whatever we want, we can have.
Yeah.
And we're back.
Not everyone. I meant one of something. I didn't mean everything.
So while we were gone, there was some negotiating going on between the shop owners.
And the cops love this song.
What is part of this?
So I'm going to throw in, because Gaz made me feel bad.
I didn't say anything.
Good, but when we were playing that bumper, fucking Gaz, you wanted to hear him.
Well, I mean, come on, like, you're all shop owners, you know what I mean? Get your hands out your pockets, boys.
He said to me, Danny, I will end you.
Dean's in chat, come on.
You got 35 bottles of that fucking boys up candy.
Mate, it's going down, and they've got a big show tomorrow. If you doing nothing tomorrow, Sunday 9 p.m, Vaping with Vicky's on the Northern Union Vape Show, and there'll be more of these being given away. But this is being given. These two here will be going with Matty, Sabori's Delicanto, fogged out with the Batman's juice. Very good quality juice, very sweet though as well. So ideal.
If you're giving them away, I'll take a few bottles.
Yeah, that won't say no way.
Maybe not stock coil them.
No.
Yeah, but they are lovely juice though. But I think they're made for RDAs. So
So we've got a smock alike, 3 bottles of Yeti, which 50-50 energy grape and strawberry. Danny's couple. What you do? What flavors are they?
These are pineapple rum upside down cake and Nancy's flan.
And Bogo, did you want to do your own, or did you want to?
Yeah, I'll throw in vape punks, man.
You want? Yeah. What? So what are you going to include? So people know what.
I reckon we just do 3 of them because that's a fucking massive order.
Yeah. do you want to do your own separate, or?
Yeah, I'll just post mine. Just you send me the address and I'll just post mine.
Go on. I'll do the full range of vape punks if you can guess what I weigh.
Right, we'll do that separate. We'll do that separately.
Do that
Yeah.
separate, yeah.
Right, okay, cool.
Can I play? Because I know.
Oh yeah, some people know.
Do they?
Some people.
Use what you do.
You
I don't think anyone else does.
You told me you were pissed the other night.
Yeah.
Did I? Probably.
And
Just before you fell off the chair.
and your bank, and your account number and sort
You can
code.
come and sit on the scales.
No, it'll take them a while to drive down. Have I sent that to you guys?
I don't know.
Yeah. So for the first one, for the Alike and Danny's Tiny TT's juice, we are going to be going between 200 and 500 grams.
Right, folks, you know what to do in chat.
I don't know what the answer is. I don't think I've got it.
Yes,
You have got it.
Oh yeah, I have got it.
200 grams and 500 grams. You don't need to worry about the decimal.
I'll send it to you.
Oh, I can't believe it.
Oh, maybe it is a fucking fix.
Not great, is it?
Oh,
What's happened?
You got it?
we've had a win already. Everyone, stop. Stop.
Stop! What happened?
He's won.
Stuart,
The wonderful Stuart has been spamming all you guys' channels out all evening.
No way!
Again.
Lords.
That was like the 5th guess. 333.
How do you do it, Stewie? Like everything.
There we go.
How the fuck?
is he like fucking watching our chat and we don't know it or something?
Is he like? Has he got your Zoom room details? He's secretly hiding in it or something.
Stuart's not actually a person. He's a collection of 800 million fucking bots all around the world.
I tell you what, though, him and Stuart A are very good moderators.
Fucking brilliant, aren't you?
Yeah.
Stuart, I always get mixed up which one's which, so can you send me address again, mate, and I'll send these out. He must have won about 5 or 6 things off me already.
Yeah.
And us.
Yeah. But if you send it again as well to the SNVA live, mate, it also tallies up with the dates, and we know.
Yeah. It'll be posted on Monday.
Stuart, you know what to do. While we were introducing ourselves at the beginning of the show, Stuart was punching in your links as you were talking. So, like, Bobo, when you were saying hello, he put your. So, Stuart is absolutely bang on. So, yeah, well done, Stuart. Fix! You still need to send us the money for that smocker like, though, Stuart.
Yeah.
Oh, what a bottle to me tooth.
Oh,
PayPal.
that's what's in eating tinfoil.
What balls up? The Jules Mumma Vapes video went wrong. Win
Win
What
What We Weigh goes on for about.
So, are we going to guess how much Bobo weighs?
Yeah, you got to do that one now.
Let's do that.
The secret is that people don't know is he's only got 2 foot legs.
Are we going to do this? Are we going to do this? Do you know what your weight is in kilograms, brother?
I can find out 1 sec.
Once this is done,
Is there on?
I've got a load of like quick fire questions we can go around just answering as well to do with shops. So we'll get on with that soon as well.
While Bobo's doing that, I've got quite a big budget for advertising because I've just about to launch online shop. So what I'll do for you all, because I love you all so much, you can have a Geek Vape Aegis X kit plus a £100 mystery box for e-liquid.
Ooh. What, for everybody in chat?
No.
So that just for me, yeah.
He's chat on us all now, hasn't he? Doing that. Fucking hell.
Right, okay.
Thank you. Our address is 16 Flatboy Road.
So, what is that with Bobos? Or are you doing that separate?
Throw it in together if you want.
You can chuck it in with Bobos or do it separate, I don't mind. Do it with Bobos.
Do it separate because it's fairer, isn't it?
It's split,
Yeah.
at least another reviewer will get some stuff in. Do you know what I mean?
We need to. What else?
I've just got mine in that group chat.
Just pick somebody.
Forget the decimal points.
No decimals.
No decimals.
So you got your weight in kilograms, and we need everyone in chat to guess, yeah?
What we're gonna do? Go to like the closest.
Did you put the
kilogram?
Close kilogram, yeah.
Yeah.
Right, folks. Bobo is 5'2". So if you want to guess his weight, that's a little hint for you. I'll keep him busy.
Did we get the weight in the chat?
I've just put it into the.
It's in the spam one.
Oh right.
No, I ain't. No.
Actually, no, it's not. It's just on you.
Oh, you just sent it to me. I'm the only one that knows.
Hey, because you just sent the last one to me.
Yeah. You sent it to the wrong one. I'll send it to the SNVA or the what one? To the shop owners or to the SNVA?
The shop owners one.
Done.
You can't be offended by the cases here. You can't
Are you in
be...
the Sean, are you in the shop owners one?
No.
Good.
Yeah, I'm there. I've got it.
Okay, good.
Oh, you went to
The beef and vapors got it. He's a kilogram over. So we said above one above or one below, didn't we?
Yeah. Who got it?
Another reviewer.
Yeah.
Who?
Leviathan.
Oh, fucking hell.
He's one off of us as well, hasn't he?
He's got his own live show now, hasn't he? The Scottish Vape Show with Skint Vapor.
Yeah, he did a show tonight, did he not?
He did an intro one, yeah.
Yeah,
There's only a
I
little
missed it because I was at work, but yeah.
It was Tuesday, then it was Thursday, then it was Friday night.
Ah, Howard, you cheeky bastard. 339.
So yeah, send an email to the email address. Congratulations.
Well, just for that one, what? Who got that? Leviathan.
Leviathan.
Just fucking go Bobo's Facebook and contact him that way, innit? That's probably
Yeah.
Leave a drop in on Bobo
man out.
on Facebook or Bobo Vape Punks or the Vapery on Instagram. The number was, in fact, I've just seen Pav put it in. We said one above and one down, and we're fucking off the decimal places. I weigh 141 kilograms, which is 22 stone and 4 pounds. Fat bastard, me, aren't I?
You are 8 foot, though.
That's all beard, though. That's beard and hair.
Oh, are you taller than Gaz?
That much, I think. That much.
Just a little bit.
I'm about 3 foot wider than him, though.
I remember when we were all chatting at the expo, you, Gaz, and me, or whatever, and I remember just being like, "Fuck you now."
Wore a neck brace for about a week after the expo.
Yeah.
Right, Harley, how do you want to do your one?
Do you mean I actually have to do it? Shit. Damn. I didn't even know we were live. Well, I'll put a number in Zoom chat. I'll put a favourite number in Zoom chat. There you go.
Just watch it doesn't pop up on screen.
Has it?
No.
Yeah.
No.
And has it, hasn't it?
So, a number between what?
1 and 100?
Number between 1 and 100, yeah. And this is...
No, make it harder. Do it between 100 and 200.
Well, now we know it's between 1 and 100.
So, yeah, when in chat, guess the number between 1 and 100, and you're going to win... What was it, Harley?
Unless
Geek
you've already
Vape
won.
Aegis X kit and 100 pound mystery box
Whoa.
for e-liquid. So we got about 190 pounds of the stuff there.
That's certainly, for the guys in chat, this was not planned to get these guys on and fucking bleed them dry.
No,
It's certainly not the plan. It is really much appreciated for you guys.
Yeah, thanks, guys. Top. Are you available next week?
Numbers are rolling.
Oh, that's fast.
Please don't be another
that's
reviewer.
really fast and hard to find it.
Oh, they're fucking proper hard. No one's got it yet, though.
Please don't be another
Some people
reviewer.
are very fucking close.
If you're a reviewer, just
Whoa!
Stuart!
Oh, it's the
No,
Scoob.
you didn't win.
No, someone else won. No,
Scoob.
someone else won.
Who?
Scoob.
Scoob.
The Scoob.
Hey!
Not a
He's not-
reviewer. Thank goodness for that.
See, my giveaways aren't rigged.
I am making
Vape Mill, are you happy for the Scoob to contact you directly?
Yeah, just hit me up on Instagram. I'm also
That's a
sponsored on
fucking
Instagram.
Awesome.
Vape
prize.
Mill UK. When chat calms down, I'll put it in chat.
Yeah.
So in the last what 25 minutes, we must have given away like what 400 quid worth of gear.
Something like that. No, thanks very much, guys.
full range of vape pumps cost 60 quid normally.
190.
Don't know, mate. We stole ours.
Yeah.
Shop owners on a show, though, innit?
Right, guys.
I haven't yet. Yeah, I've got to do that. I'll reply to you after this, brother.
Brilliant.
Awesome.
Thanks for that, guys. Much appreciated from all of you. Right, I've got a couple of quick fire questions. It's more to do with stuff that sells in your shop. Basically, what's the best selling of X, Y, and Z. So if I ask a question, we'll just go around the room and then go on with the next question. So the most popular e-liquid, we'll start with Matty, that sells in your shop. Sean as well, sorry.
Just do it to Sean.
Um,
You're there, Paul.
yeah. The 6 milligram, 10 ml bottles, the most popular thing that sells.
Of what flavour?
Cherry menthol.
Bye.
Hey, punks!
That's because people go in your shop and go, oh, can I have some Din Lady? No, out of stock. Can I have some Riot Squad? No, out of stock.
No, they're just cardboard cutouts.
This it's only 12 quid. Get it?
Big D?
Yeah, vape punks. Outside the vape punks, it's probably... Oh, it changes all the time. But some variety of blue raspberry in a short fill.
Yeah.
And then in the little bottles, 6 milligram or 12 milligram, either raspberry, ribena, or fruit pastels. Polo mint, no, fucking lying, polo mint. 3, 6, and 12.
Danny?
ULTD, 20 milligram salts, normally either raspberry or get some grape, and also Zeus juice, banging seller, liquid.
Pud, is Fiona interested in your juices yet?
No, not yet. It's not July yet.
Harley?
Hey. just about
Are you going to answer that seriously?
Like I said, mine constantly change, so I'm going to go on fastest selling. And fastest selling has to be Just Juice or Riot Squad.
Riot Squad's on the inside. Riot Squad.
Right. Next one. The most popular hardware, as in like device. Sean, Matt?
18.
Vupu Vinci.
At the moment, yeah.
At the moment.
Bobo?
Anakin T18, all-time best-selling kit, full stop.
Fucking
We can sell like fucking 20 of them in a week sometimes. Not every week, but it's fucking crazy how fast they go.
Them T18s are going to be like the Honda motorbikes. You see hundreds of them like in India, or thousands of them. They're just T18s are going to go on forever, aren't they?
Fucking brilliant, mate. The T18 too was such a welcome update to it because it was like 2, maybe 3 years from the original one was released, and they only updated what they needed to. There was no like mad gimmicks or anything with it. They just made it better.
Like the paint on it was like a little bit furry. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It was like a little bit like kind of furry.
You just picture Matt, can't you? Just like, ah.
You
Danny?
know what I miss about the old T18? Sorry, the fucking little stands that came in the box. The new one should have them.
Dan?
It's the Geek Vet Boost and the UL Nunchaku.
You said anything else?
Yeah.
Harley?
It's kind of awkward. I push the smoke node for quitters, so if you talk about quitters, it's got to be the smoke node. Otherwise, throughout the year, it's probably the twister. I had a massive uprising selling the twister last year, which is great, but I did notice when you're selling the twister a lot, you start to get
a lot back.
power problems. A lot of them came back of people after a day, or either they wouldn't take charge from the first time, or after a day they wouldn't turn on. So I stopped selling them. I just kind of went,
the Free Max. What's the fucking the other one called? The tank.
Free Max.
The one we sell all the fucking time.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
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 It's got like the fucking quintuple coils and all that shit in it. What's that? I can't even.
Mesh
it's
Pro.
not my-
Oh, the Mesh Pro.
Mesh Pro.
Yeah,
Mesh Pro, yeah.
Yeah, we sell fucking a lot
Fuck
of
it.
that.
I can have 10 in, delivered it on a Thursday, and they're gone by Friday.
Well, that
Yeah,
was
they're very, very good. Very good.
I'm like that with the 120 Pros, to be fair.
that was pretty much going to be my next question. Was what tank?
But we've answered already.
Yeah.
Next.
Yeah, the 120 Pro.
Mine would be the GT one by Tafin and Aspire, and also the Nunchaku. But I used to sell these Free Max ones, but the coils didn't last very long. Even though it's a brilliant device, the coils only lasted customers like a week, 10 days. The Nunchaku about 2.
That's because you're pumping them full of American juice, mate.
No, I'm trying to get rid of the American ones now, actually. They're too sweet.
Tell them not to token it so much.
Harley, have you got anything specific tank-wise that sells?
the Mesh Pro used to be popular. I've stopped selling that as well. Just they come up and too easy. So I now sell the Falcon King more. Now that I've stopped selling the Mesh Pro.
It's a good one.
I like the Falcon King.
Yeah.
Top selling,
Falcon King, yeah.
top selling coils. Sean and Matt.
Smock. Fucking hell.
Nautilus and T18.
Falcon M1s.
Yeah, fucking.
Oh yeah, they
Jesus Christ. 60 boxes a week.
Fucking hell, that's a lot. That. So like my best selling coils, even Nautilus or T18, depending on what route the starter kit person went down on. And then Baby Beast, fucking hell, I sell so many Baby Beast.
I got one customer that buys 10 boxes of the M1s at a time.
Whoa.
That's crazy, man.
Fucking hell, man.
You might not sell full boxes though, because they want a really big reduced price on them.
I don't reduce the price.
Oh yeah. Because also like for example, a Smock Nord coil, £4 each. I sell them at, and they want like a pack of 5 for like £10.
We do.
So this guy's rich.
Sell 5 for the price of 4, so £2.50 coil, you get a box of them for the tenner. And if they come in a pack of 3, we put 10% off if you want the pack. And put these shell out by the pack then, and I'd much rather sell a pack than individual coils.
We've got customers that order like a large quantity and pay up front, and then they get a good discount because it's not sitting in our shop.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, the guy that buys the coils in 10 boxes, he's a pilot. He's stinking rich.
Yeah.
Is that common with all your shops that you have? Like, obviously you have the regulars, but do you have people that kind of say, "Oh, can you order me in 10 bottles of this or 50 coils of that?" Or not to that.
Yeah.
extent.
Maybe not that big numbers, but I have a lot of people going, right, I want this, and this. I will be in about 2.5 weeks. It's like, sound, it's there for you.
Cool.
That's the same as your kind of trade, don't it, guys? You turn up to somebody's house and you kind of judge them on how old and frail they are and how much you're going to charge them.
And how much you can. Yeah, exactly.
In search for safe.
But they never pay up front. I always get paid like 8 months later if I flipping have to take them to court. So anyway, there's another story. Favorite call. Right, let's go on to favorites, because obviously, like, as well as having your shops, you guys will review stuff as well. So because you've got that knowledge from your shop and you review things, that gives you, I would say, a better knowledge of products. So your personal favorites, I'd probably say, you might disagree, but would you say a lot of your favorite things you tend to stock because you feel they're good and so you think you should sell them?
Yeah.
I used to. Not as much now that like I've learned a lot more about business. But in the first 6 months to a year, it was like, yeah, this is brilliant, I'll stock this. Why is this not selling? Do you know what I mean?
It doesn't work, because the stuff like with us, like hobbyists, the stuff we like is normally a little bit higher end, and it just doesn't sell, does it? Like we covered this earlier. It's fucking starter kits, pods, and fucking.
I come into this under a different entry to everybody else that's a shop owner on here tonight. I just financed a shop. I did not want to be involved with it.
Yeah.
And this is the guy that I relied on for knowledge and all that.
That's a bad idea.
What I tend to do is, like, I do sell things that I do like, but they're also liked by a lot of other people as well. It's like is it Cloud Flask that you've just done a review for? And he said, click. I ordered a few of those in, but I've kept one for myself, see if they're any good. And obviously, if it's shit, then I won't sell it again. But yeah, I do get stuff that I do like personally as well.
But don't get me wrong though, like the Vinci X, the fucking Halliburns, the Coke, like the Cocos, the fucking T18s. I think they're amazing devices. I just don't use them as daily drivers anymore.
So have you guys had either devices or e-liquids that you thought this is going to sell like bloody hotcakes, but it's just been an absolute disaster?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anything in particular?
We had Firehouse Vapes, fucking brilliant liquids. The whole range are absolutely amazing. We got them all in, and you'll all agree with me, when you get something new in and you make a big fucking song and a dance about it, you sell so many of them over that couple of days. So we bought 5 of each of their 7 or 8 flavours, and by the end of the first day, they were all gone, and we were like, whoa, fuck. So we obviously fucking tripled our order because we were selling that fast.
Nobody come back.
I've still got some left now.
Yeah.
Well, no, they are good liquids, but they didn't sell once people had had them. Oh, sounds like I'll have them all.
You know what I've never sold? I have never ever, in the brick and mortar store, sold a skunk mod. I've got one or two in stock, but never sold one, ever.
All the good couple.
I think it's again kind of heading towards our hobbyist side of things, isn't it?
Yeah. We had those fucking, as we sold a couple of those Aspire, what the fuck are those ones with?
The little fucking flat UFO coils.
Yeah.
Revo, yeah, Revo, Revo.
We had a couple of them and sold them. We haven't really ever sold any of them.
The rest of it we sold on our website.
And we get occasionally we get a pre-order for like a top side or something like that, and then they'll sell. But we won't have them in the shop. If somebody wants something, we'll get it in for them, like.
So what's more fun, trying to help a smoker or selling stuff to a hobbyist?
No, getting somebody off fags.
Yeah. Hobbyists keep me heading.
Sorry, go ahead, Danny.
Sorry, mate. You carry on. Mate.
I'd say what was more fun was selling something to a hobbyist, but what's more satisfying is getting someone off ciggies.
Exactly, yeah.
Massive difference, do you know what I mean?
I know what I'm talking about when I deal with people that smoking and want to come on to vaping, because I've done it myself. And
your massive success story. It's almost what 50 fags a day.
Yeah, 50 straights a day I used to do.
And then you went down. You got onto your vape. You were on 20 milligram. You went down and down and down, and then you were vaping 0. And now you literally vape in the shop and you vape at home, just like kind of socially.
Yeah, because I like the flavour.
James, your missus as well. James,
yeah, my missus is the same.
Yeah.
So when you're dealing with like someone who's trying to quit smoking, are they all kind of similar problems you come across with them, or are they all completely different? And sometimes you real struggle to kind of help them out, or.
I find this topic
interesting. It depends on their age.
That is completely dependent on the person, isn't it? Some people are switched on, and some people you have to baby, like spoon feed, don't you?
Yeah. And the thing is, though, when you
had very old people coming in to our shop,
yeah,
asking for help to come on to vaping, and they're the ones that just can't grasp it. So you got to really talk slowly and explain everything.
That guy, Dave. Fuck me, he must ring you every couple of days. Like we've given him the simplest device he possibly can. He still fucks it every couple of days. Bless him.
Yeah, it's gonna happen. What's the kind of when somebody's buying a device and you're in the shops? What's usually the most important thing that they're looking for in the device? Then, so you can like battery life or coil life or.
The first time it's just more. They want it to be like a cigarette.
Yeah.
That's it.
First time vapors generally go for like freebase nicotine because they prefer the throat hit, don't they?
And they want the tobacco flavour.
We don't sell an awful lot of tobacco to people that are just converting, unless like the only people that do, that's pretty much every time, is like your 55 plus old fella. Most other people, they're like, oh, do you know what? No, that raspberry smells nice. I'll have a little go with that. Or something else, or like maybe an RY4 rather than tobacco. Tobacco doesn't really sell an awful lot in our shop.
Yeah, no, it is the older generation in ours as well.
How have you guys found it being out of lockdown? Danny, I know you kind of kept yourself busy and a lot of you guys were doing home deliveries and stuff, but how have you found it now since we're back pretty much kind of like...
Profit's gone like that.
Has he?
Yeah. It's still good, but it's sort of got... Because people are stuck at home, bored, vaping all the time. Now they're going back to work, so they can't get to the shop as often. They're not vaping as much. So even though it's still decent profits, it has gone down a touch. And the thing is, I was only doing 3 hours a day, and I've been Sundays off, where now I'm doing 7 days a week again full time, and I'm earning less.
So you want everyone in lockdown still then?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I'm waiting for the second wave.
Lockdown was very good for business, to be fair, in terms of like the amount of new customers that we got. Like, cause we do fucking very well, and I think that's very much thanks to fucking Net Reality, who does all our website stuff. But like pretty much anywhere in Liverpool that you search Vape Shop near me, and it's the Vapery. Even if you're fucking miles away, man, it's brilliant. So we had customers.
We continue to do the free delivery in our city to their home or to their place of work.
Yeah.
We're the only vape shop that's open the latest.
Yeah, we're on the edge of town, so we get a lot of people walking past on the way home from work.
So what hours do you do?
At the moment, we're doing minimum. We open up at 1 o'clock in the afternoon, to about 6 after 6.
What's your normal times?
We're delivered to anywhere in our city to people, and the NHS we deliver to them anyway all the time, and we're constantly. It's the delivery service that's keeping us going.
Before lockdown, to answer your question, Danny, we were there from what 9
till 6.
9 till 6. 6 days a week, and then Sundays it was what 12 till 5.
Yeah. And then once lockdown hit us, we were earning more money doing the deliveries than we were being in the shop.
So you know, it's like it depends on the weather, doesn't it? You know, it's like you boys in the shop. You can be sat there till fucking from like 9 o'clock in the morning till sometimes 11, and you know those 2 hours, nobody's come in, have they?
You can make your money in 2 or 3 hours.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then the rest of it, like Benny, for example, he'll come to my shop and there might be 1 or 2 people. And afterwards I'm thinking, no wonder he calls me shop a shit shop. But the thing is, as soon as he's gone, it gets busy again. I think, you know, why couldn't he have been here?
I turn up at 5 to 1 and I got 5 people queuing up outside the shop.
Yeah.
It's mad, like, you sat in the shop for like 3 hours today, you're bored as fuck because no one's being in. And then everyone and the fucking dog comes in at once. You're like, mate? Like, chef and day.
When you're quiet, Bobo, in your shop, you must get hell of a crook neck watching that fucking telly.
Oh.
Yeah, but see how long his neck is? Under that beard, it's about that long. There you go.
Like a fucking giraffe, me, lad.
Tell you what, though, you know, I've had some proper shitty jobs in my life, and this has got to be the best job ever. Honestly, it's absolutely super. I love it.
I didn't
think I'd like being in the shop, but I thoroughly enjoy it. I love my customers. I love the chit chat. You know.
Yeah, it becomes like a Jerry McCall show, doesn't it, in the shop? Getting people telling you personal things, really personal.
I got customers coming in going, "Oh, it's you. Where's your wife?"
Yeah. The hardest thing as well, especially for you, like because you wanted to be, you were silent. You wanted to be doing the books, do the finance bit, but like Sean's had to learn fucking coils. What juice goes with what? Just knowing like what owns coils and what juice you can vape with and that kind of thing. Like working in a vape shop, it's not like you can't just put an ad up and say I need somebody to work in a shop in like a corner shop selling fucking chocolate bars. You've got to fucking know what you're selling, otherwise you're gonna fuck people over.
And it's like that. You might know your coils, but then you might not have any in stock, and then you've got to get something that's compatible. You know, and any Tom, Dick, and Harry might not know that.
But I'm honest with all my customers. Go bear with. You know, and I'll Google it.
Matt.
Yeah, or I'm video calling in. Matt, what coil for this thing?
One thing I learned when I very first started, when I started working in someone else's shop, was like, and it was one of the lads that had been there for a couple of years. He went, "Don't be scared to go. I don't actually know this. Let me Google it." And like from that fucking thing, it's like there's no fucking stress, because if you don't actually know, you can find out like that. And if you're honest with people, it shows that people that like you're only human as well. Do you know what I mean? Like people.
Yeah. It's not like so you can't as a shopper, you can't know every device. You can't know every fucking smart coil. Fuck me, Smot can fuck off with all their fucking coils. You can't know it all, can you? You know, so you've got yeah, like you say, you've got to show a bit of humanity and have a little look sometimes, haven't you?
You get the same as a reviewer as well. You're expected to know everything, and it's so much stuff. It's hard to. That's why we have chat. Chat knows everything. Well, folks, it's about that time. I first want to say thanks to all you guys for coming on and So the things you do, first of all, on the review side of things is cracking, and then running a shop as well, you'll do absolutely cracking jobs. You've all obviously got through the lockdown just about, and you're still going, so well done for that. And I wish you all best of luck. I'll pass you on to Matt and Sean, say his goodbyes, and then we'll go around the room. I like picking on Matt today. This is fun.
Yeah, I should say thank everybody for. Well, thank you guys for joining us for this little shop edition.
Yeah, thanks for dragging me in when I was only delivering.
I was trying to say, all we got to do, mate, is go home, get Zoom on your laptop. It's like, and I was just like, fuck that, you're not leaving.
The thing is, though, now you two are actually better as a couple. So you should actually call yourself nice guys again.
No, I'm not a nice guy.
That's the most honest thing you said tonight. Right. I'd just like to say that thanks everybody in chat. Thank you to our lovely spanners, and thank you to my lovely co-casters. And cheers, Shawnee, for popping on. I'll pass it on to Harley.
Hi. Thanks for having me. It's been delightful. It's been fun. It's been time consuming. It's cost me a lot of money. No, it's been a pleasure. It's been nice chatting with you all. It's been lovely reading chat. So thank you. Should do it again next year. Do a yearly shop.
We didn't even get to talk about wholesalers and Nightmare. I had loads more questions, boys. Just you carried the show brilliantly. So
and the premises as well, which is really important. So we'll have to do that next time.
Absolutely. Part 2.
Yeah, do this next time. It's fun, man.
The Vapor Bobo.
Yeah. No, it's not even higher. It's buyer. It's buyer time. I'm not that drunk this stream. Oh, I can't even fucking speak.
Sure?
That's not convincing, was it?
If any of you want to see me fucking get like from zero to hero in the space of about an hour, go and watch last Wednesday's show. Oh man, Thursday wasn't good. Yeah, I was like, I brought up a fucking bottle of Coke, I brought up loads of ice, I brought up a glass and a big bottle of Jack Daniels, and none of it ended in a glass apart from. But yeah, it's been a fucking well good little show, and it's dead nice as well to speak to like other shop owners, especially from like different parts of the country, to fucking know that we all face the same fucking shit.
Sorry, Harley, where's your shop, mate? Where are you based?
Langley Mill. It's on border of Nottingham and Derby.
Okay, so you're all quite up there.
We're all spread out. Fairly.
I mean, I'm still 2 hours away from Bobo.
Yeah,
3.5 hours.
Anywhere above Bristol to us is fucking north.
Danny.
Thank you to Gaz and NG Vapes. I forgot his fucking name then, Matty. And Pud for letting me on. It's great that you've let us on to highlight our stores as well. Well done to Stuart in chat for winning the prize. And thank you for having me on. Oh, and by the way, tomorrow, Northern Union Vape Show, 9 p.m. Vaping with Vicky's our guest. Please join us. I'll hand it over to
Puddles.
Has Pud been yet?
No, it's just me.
Go on, Mr. Pud.
Cheers, mate.
Old Papa Smurf over there.
He's been quiet tonight.
Yeah, so thanks for coming on tonight, guys. I've really fucking enjoyed this, and look, I've still got loads of questions, and looking at chat, they've still got loads of questions as well. So I think they probably look at something else in the future, because I've still got loads of things I'd still like to ask. And I keep fucking coughing. And thanks for being very generous to the chat as well. And everybody in chat, thank you very much for joining us this week. All the spanners, especially you, Stuart, as well, with all those links. Thank you very, very much. And to our official sponsors, Vape Heads, Sean. I don't get to see you much, so I'm really happy that I've got to see you tonight. Thank you very much for all your support as well.
You're welcome.
It honestly is. It's fucking really, really appreciated. And I've had really good fun. We need to do it again.
Where's my fucking Odin?
Hey, what though? I shit my pants when I came on and I saw 90 people in chat.
No, thank you everyone for joining us. It's been a really, really good show. I really enjoyed it. All you guys do an absolutely cracking job with your shops and the review side of things, and you all do things live as well. So I don't know how you find the time to do it all. Bobo, you absolute legend. You and your wife are cracking. So well done with everything. 2 years, congratulations, mate. Great stuff.
Much,
and
man.
the Vape Punks stuff, go check it out, folks. The Vape Punks range is really, really nice. Danny, top man. I love the stuff you do with spamming out other shows as well, mate. Not just saying it, keeping people in the loop, and you don't have to do that. This goes to all you guys. You've got shops to run, you've got business to run, but yet you still find the time to help everyone else out as well.
It's surprisingly nice for somebody who drives a TT, isn't he?
Well, that TT's up for grabs, so maybe next week we'll do a prize.
Give it away. Number
Giving that
between
away.
1 and 100.
Yeah, it's stuck in a hotel car park somewhere, but you can go and pick it up.
And thanks to guys well for all the competition giveaways. Harley, that was cracking. It was really good. All of you, thanks so much. Vape Heads, Sean, love you loads, buddy. Thanks so much for everything you do for us, and you, Matt, and you, Pud. Love you all. And we'll see you all next week.
Yeah, sorry, before we go, loads of people are saying in chat, there's fucking 69 people in here and only 39 likes. Get the fucking thumbs up, lads
Yeah,
and
come
girls. Do it. Like that. Easy.
Can't get the fucking up.
One click.
In fact.
Right, I'm out. I'm
Bye.
out.
Bye.
Bye. Thanks, everyone.
Wow.
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 Very, very.
Wow.